Hey guys, it's RescueCatDuelist. I thought I'd jump on the bandwagon and make a ban list discussion deck. I'm going to be away for the next couple of days, so if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. This is just going to be my thoughts on the ban list. Don't take it personally, and I thought, you guys might want to see my reaction to it, what I think shouldn't have got here, why things didn't get here, why things did get here. Just go through it briefly. If you haven't seen the ban list, this would be a pretty good discussion, but I think you should probably go see it now. I doubt anyone hasn't seen the ban list though. So first things first, nothing is banned. A few things are back from unbanned, which are my biggest things at the moment. They're my biggest interests. So yeah, nothing has been banned. Nothing has got hit enough, and I think it's because a lot of cards are very new. So we've only just got our meta set, which was Duelist Alliance. So nothing has got hit yet. Konami don't want to inhibit sales from that set, even though they are winning all the tournaments. Okay, first things first, Glow Up Bulb is back. Glow Up Bulb is a level 1 tuner that has a Plague Spreader effect, so, and it's a plant, and it's an earth, and so you get it back from your graveyard, and this is because, this is back because Quasar is getting its reprint. It's very good for Quasar decks, and Konami want to sell that Quasar, and I'm sure it'll be in the Quasar set actually. Glow Up Bulb has suddenly spiked to about £20 for an Ultra, I think. I actually need one of these, so it's a bit of a pain in the booty that it's so expensive, and the 5Ds won't be out before my next locals because I'm playing Sylvans, and Soul Charge has been hit. It has been put to 1, but that's okay because I don't run Soul Charge in my Sylvans, so Glow Up Bulb in them will be fantastic. Oh, I can't wait. Infernity Archfiend, this has gotten put to 1 from 3. Now that Soul Charge is at 1 and Infernity Archfiend is at 1, we're not going to be seeing this deck doing anything anytime soon. It won Worlds, so it's not surprising it got a crippling hit. I bet as soon as the deck won Worlds, all the Infernity players were just shaking, knowing that something was going to happen in the next ban list, so all this anticipation and waiting must have been a bit of scary. Next thing, Regeki is back. I didn't see this coming a million miles off. It's a Dark Hole only for your opponent, and the reason this is back to the same... it is back to limited with Dark Hole is because a lot of decks at the moment do not suffer from the downside of Dark Hole. They go plus of getting rid of their own monsters. Obviously Burning Abyss, Float, Yang Zing aren't doing much, but they still do float, and it's still a good card for them. So I think it's just a really nice gift to the non-meta players for at least their side decks, because if you're playing against your dolls and you don't want their flip effects to go off, Regeki is great. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that going to 1 actually. Soul Charge is at 1. This card is broken. It shouldn't have existed in the first place in my opinion. It's a redonkulous card. It's not even in the anime. You know, a lot of cards like this, they appeared in the anime and that's why they're so broken. Like Monster Reborn and Dark Hole and things, that's why they're so good. But this just came out of the blue. It's a ridiculously good card. I personally think this should go to ban from limited, maybe for 2 formats or something, but I think it should certainly get banned at some point. It's a pretty toxic card to the game in my opinion. Super Polymerization is to 1. This is a bit worrying because they haven't directly hit the Shadol deck. They've just tried to downsize how well it plays. They've put it to 1, obviously Shadols can fusion with their opponent's monsters, which is really great, but it also puts down decks like DNA Zombies, which you fusion with your opponent's monsters to make a very good monster. What's it called? Dragon Necro, that's the one. So it's a bit sad that they haven't directly touched Shadols, and in doing so they have directly touched a lot of other decks, maybe indirectly. Back to 2 from 1, Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind. We haven't seen Blackwings doing anything. This is just a really nice gift to them. There's a lot of Blackwings in the new 5D set, so it's not really a surprise. Gauze is to 2. I'm very happy about this. Gauze is a great card, however it hasn't actually been used in any meta. So I think this is just a really nice thing for a lot of players. And also Trag is at 2, and I kind of feel like if Gauze is at 1 and Trag's at 2, that's a little bit imbalanced, because Trag has some great effects and is pretty similar in a lot of ways. What else? Ceasefire is at 2 from 1. This is really good because it flips your opponent's shaddolls and does not get their flip effects off. And it also inflicts damage to your opponent for them. So it's a really great side deck. I don't think anyone will be maining this in a million years. It's a really great side deck, and it's a great way of countering shaddolls. So I think that's just the reason it came back. The Transmigration Prophecy. Target 2 cards in the graveyard, shuffle them back into the deck/decks. This is a really interesting card to come back to 2 from 1, because it's got its downsides and it's got its upsides. I mean, you can recycle your fusion materials if you're playing shaddolls, but then you can also have what you need in the graveyard taken away by your opponent. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how people play this card. Yeah, it's going to be really weird. Okay, cards that have come off the ban list completely, so this means they are at 3. Coach Soldier Wolfbark, which went from 1 to 3, which is a bit surprising. We might be seeing Fire Fists do a bit more now that this is back at 3. Fire Fist is still a very viable deck, and people don't seem to realise this. They really destroyed the meta for a long time, and Coach Soldier Wolfbark was it was just an amazing card for the deck, and I think when it's normal summon, I'm gonna look it up actually because I might get this wrong. Okay, you can target 1 level 4 Beast Warrior type in your graveyard, special summon it in face up defense position, its effects are negated, you can only use this once per turn. That, I didn't realise it was that good in that you don't have to normal summon it. You can, that is really, really great actually. This is going to be, I really want to see how this affects everything. You know, getting put straight to 3 I think was a bit risky actually. Konami did say this would be a bit of a risky ban list. Well, big changes. Magician of Faces to 3, this isn't surprising. It was at 1, nobody plays it. It is at 2, nobody plays it. And it's going to be at 3, nobody's going to play it. Formula Synchron, any Synchron deck or Synchro deck that's going to get out Quasar isn't going to run 3 anyway. It's just as good at 2 as it is at 3. Quasar decks are going to be, you know, people, Konami want these to have a bit of love before the Quasar reprint, so I don't see this as surprising whatsoever. Reinforcement of the army at 3? That's a big thing. Obviously you have Satellas at the moment, and we're getting the heroes, which is probably why it's back. I just think this is going to be this is a real surprise actually. You know, it's at 1 for so long. It's a bit strange that it is back to 3, to be honest. I'm not sure how many decks will actually play at 3 though, because most decks at the moment have their own toolboxes. So it will be interesting. Maybe decks were only running at 2 and only will run it at 2, so it being at 3 is just like Formula Synchron, it's just as good. But yeah, that's the entire ban list. I hope you enjoyed my look into the ban list. I hope you will comment your ideas and opinions on it. I'm really interested to see how this format will work out, because the old ban list was so boring and I didn't like it at all. So I'm happy in a lot of ways by this ban list. I want you to tell me your personal experience, how this will affect your decks, how it will affect your playstyle and your side decks. So I'll see you later. Good luck, have fun.